everyone. That was very mellow music for the party that's going on in my head right now. I am excited that you're here. Let me pull up my comment tab. And if you are watching live, say hello. Let me look. Oh, I see some fun. People are here. Sweet. There's nothing worse than going live and being by yourself, right? We have some giveaways planned. So before we jump in, did I look at this before we started? No. Okay, so we are going to be picking a name from the comments. Hello from Florida. Hello. Hey, Kelly. Dory, Christine, Emily, Judy. I love that you guys are here, and I love that you are excited about your business. Okay, so Rebecca is helping me. She's actually right here down below in the backstage with me, and she's going to be helping if you have some comments, some questions, and she is going to be helping me pick a winner since Shelly didn't turn the giveaway tab on before we went live. And if you are watching on the Facebook page for We Can Make That, or if you're watching on my YouTube channel, both of them will have an entry. So we're going to give away a VIP ticket today, I believe. And we're going to take those from the comments. So first, I want to know, is this your guys' first summit with me? And this is my 5th, I think, business summit. And I love it. Every time I love hearing your stories. I love hearing your progress. Hearing those, I guess, aha moments in your takeaways. It's always fun to see the progress. Okay. Let me see. We've got some first. I know somebody has been here for, I know there's a couple names that have been here for all of them, but I'm excited to dive in. So today what we're going to do, sorry, I'm rambling. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go through the summit. So if you have a free ticket or a VIP ticket, I'm going to show you kind of how to navigate it. I'm going to give you some tips, and I'm going to show you how to get the most out of this, whether you have the free ticket or the VIP ticket. So if you, Sharon, well, thank you for coming back. She says it's her 3rd or her 4th. All right. I'm excited for this because the sessions, when I pick out the sessions, I don't just kind of like, willy-nilly just set them all up. There is a strategic plan. So I do remember what it's like to be the newbie on the block. And I remember the things that kept me stuck. And that's how I build the agenda. So what am I dealing with today? And then I try to put myself in that, Shelly 2017 mode, where when I first started to do the online business and We Can Make That, what you see behind me, I try to dive into what I needed then that I can give you guys now. So my idea is, did you guys ever see that movie Pay It Forward? Like, holy tearjerker, but that movie has stuck with me through the years. If you haven't, when we're done, go Google it and watch it, but bring yourself a box of tissues for the end. So I'm excited to dive into these to help your business go. So I want to hear about your business. I want you guys to comment. I have some notes, but I love to just ramble on the fly. So if you can tell me and you can answer some of my questions as I'm live, then as I go through it, I'm going to turn these into whatever you guys are dealing with. So my example a lot of times is a wreath maker or something like that, having a creative business, or if you have a digital business or an Etsy shop, like if you answer the questions as I'm going, it'll be great because then I can help tie them into where you are. So let's start with Shelly's notes. Okay, so we have if you don't have a free ticket yet, you can still register. So even though we are starting really, really quick here, you can go to this website, which is in the comments. If you're watching the replay, go to the description after we are done and the video has populated. We're going to come back and update the description. So any of the links and that kind of stuff that we talk about, you'll be able to find them afterwards. But if you don't have a free ticket, go get a free ticket. If you have a free ticket and now you've realized, oh, I can't make it, So the free sessions are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. And if you're like, you know what, my life just fell apart and everything that wasn't going to happen is happening, so now I can't attend, we do have VIP tickets, which gives you all the replays, a ton of fun bonuses, and we have a link so you can do that. But if you register for free, it'll take you through that as you go. Okay, so let me see it. So the first thing I want to talk about is there are 20 workshops and then there are 9 lives. And I feel like, as I said that out loud, if you've been in our Facebook group for this summit, we have a post going on about our furry friends, like our coworker furry friends. So I feel like the 9 lives stems from all the cat posts that have been shared on there. But so the difference between the two is the workshops are pre-recorded. They are released about 7 or 8 of them a day, and you have 24 hours before they expire. And then the next day, there's another set that comes up when that one expires. So everybody, no matter what time zone you're in, you have 24 hours to watch. And then those expire and a new set comes in. And then the third day, same thing. Now, if you start to go through it and you're like, you know what, my brain cannot absorb this in this setting, in this time, this was more than I was expecting, or whatever, whatever's going through your head. If you feel like, oh, I need the VIP ticket will be on sale through Thursday, so the day after the summit. So even at the end, if you're like, I felt like I just drank from a fire hose and now I need to go back and re-listen and take it in a different set, we have you covered. Now, if you're the kind who loves the race and loves the challenge and all of that, then you're going to totally eat up the free ticket. Now, I'm going to talk about some ways to remove some of the overwhelm. There's always comments, business in general, but there's been comments in the Facebook group about having some overwhelm. So don't worry, stay with me. If all of this is already overwhelming you, stay with me because I got you. Okay, so then the other thing I want to talk about is this summit is really geared towards that unique creative business owner. And by creatives, for creatives, all of the speakers are in that creative business industry, and they've tailored them. Wow, that's not going easy. Tailored them to the small business owner. So if you have, if you're selling earrings and if you're selling wreaths, and tell me what else you guys are selling in the comments. Or if you're selling digital and maybe you're doing like printables over on Etsy, that kind of thing, or SVG files. We have all of the speakers are in all of those realms. So you're going to find advice from people who are doing what you are doing, and they're probably at where you want to be at. So it's like full circle, all comes together. All right. So we are diving in. So let's tear through the free. I'm going to try to keep this under an hour without talking too fast, but we're going to first dive into the free ticket. And let me see, there's a couple of the comments. Somebody said that they do stationery. TX Summer 1 says she's getting back to being a crafting influencer on YouTube. I love that. There is so much going on. My husband and I started watching YouTube, and I just have to say that's a very recent thing. We're going to learn how to dance. I don't know. Maybe we're not, but we figured we have 5 kids. If we ever have to go to weddings, like we need to learn how to do this. So we started watching YouTube too. So I think YouTube is a great place to be, a great place to start. And we have a great session for that. So Julie has a session. Wow, I should have these memorized because I've been looking at these for like 4 months, and I think it's on day 2. But Julie with Julie's Wreath Boutique has a great YouTube session. So you guys are going to love that. Let me see. We have stationery, paper crafts, scrapbooks, embroidery, custom towels. Those I don't think will ever go out of style. I love that. Lisa says she sells SVGs. She's working on digital downloads for junk journals. Those are really coming back, and I love that they're coming back for all ages. I don't know about you guys, but I started out scrapbooking, I don't know how long ago. Let's not talk about dates, right? And now my daughter, who is in her 20s, whoops, I'm just gonna move my computer a little bit closer. She just did a junk journal for her boyfriend. So how fun is that? That it's kind of standing the test of time with everything. And I don't know, it's like bell bottoms, whether we want them to, they come back. So I love it. Miss Carrie is here. welcome. Thank you for joining us. She's one of the speakers too. Let me see. We have t-shirts, stickers. I try everything. Welcome, Gigi, to the Creative Brain, right? All right. I love this. I'm going to go back and look at some of the comments and read them a little bit closer, but I love that you guys are still commenting. Okay. So the first thing I want to run through as kind of housekeeping is the free ticket. So how do you access and the schedule itself? So the free sessions, like I said, they're open for 24 hours starting at 10 a.m. Central Time. So you're going to want to go and do some time zone math. So if you're in Eastern Time or Pacific Time or Mountain Time, go to your Google when you're done here. If you haven't downloaded the timers, they are on the dashboard, but not timers, calendar notes. But if you just go to Google and type in 10 a.m. Central Time 2 and then put in your time zone, it'll tell you what time. But they start at 10 a.m. Central, and then you have 24 hours to watch them. And there's a different one each day. Now, everything is linked on your dashboard, and I'm going to give you a visual because we're visual, right? But everything is linked on your dashboard. I will email you every day of the summit, so free emails, and then you can find them on the agenda page as well. If you're in the Facebook group, we will link them in there, but they are not public because we have you guys register just for the giveaways and to create more of a community. And then also there's just too many bots in the world, so we try to block them. Okay. Oh, what is a junk journal? Yes. So a junk journal is kind of like a scrapbook. It is used with different medias. It's, some sort of book. Sometimes people use recycled books. Sometimes they use actual scrapbook journals, that kind of thing. All right, let me share my screen. And the first thing I want to show you guys is your dashboard. Wow, raise your hand if you have too many windows open. There it is. I knew I put it here somewhere. Okay, so this is what helps if I actually share my screen, right? Can you guys see that now? I think you can. Yes, I'm going to assume you guys can see that with me here. Okay. Now where am I? This is your dashboard. So this is your hub for everything summit related. If you can't find a link, if you feel like you're behind, if you feel like you've lost something, whatever, come back here and see if it's here. If not, I will on this live, I'll give you a link so that you guys can email us if you have any questions that you need some help with. All right, so this again is your dashboard. These are the calendars right here. So if you want to add it to your calendar, and then when you put them into your phone or your Google Calendar, whatever, it's going to pop up, give you a message, and it's going to bring you back to this page. Now, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time, I will rework a couple of these things on the top. And the first thing you will see will be this daily watch box. And these buttons that say coming soon, depending on the day and which one is active. Because then they go, like the Monday one goes till Tuesday at 9:59 a.m., right? So depending on what day you're on, you're going to find that button. And this coming soon button is going to be watch now. And then it will give you a link to all the videos that are displayed. Now, when it comes to that page, did I open? I did not. Okay. I forgot to show you one thing, but we can make this work. So this is, you can see in the header, the dashboard is where we are. Right now we're on the full agenda. And if you scroll down, there's kind of a bonus there. There's the link to the session we're at right now. And then these are your sessions. And tomorrow, when you go to your day one page, which is different than the agenda page, but they look very similar, but the day one page will have a pink button underneath that will say watch now. And then it will open up a workshop page and it'll look similar to this. You can see this is a free one that you guys can go watch now. And it will look almost identical to this. So there's the video right there on the top. The title, the description, who the speaker is. And then if you want to connect more, so sometimes we take in the video, we take in the workshop, And then at the end, we're like, okay, I got that down and I got this down. And now I need, like, that was step 1 and 2. And now I need 3, 4, 5. Or, maybe there's just one more step and you're ready for it. A lot of times, if you scroll down and connect with the speaker, follow them on their socials, and then maybe look at the extras that they have. And that will help you with your next level that you need to get to. So if you're on here and you're a beginner and you take in this workshop that's in here for free, and you get done and you feel like I got a lot of work to do, I want you maybe to go follow the speaker, the ones that you really connected with, the ones that you see like the next level coming, and then look at these things if you feel like there's a connection there for you. Now, the thing that you can do to add the most overwhelm to you right now is to take in everything, follow every single social media, take in every freebie. If they've got some special offers, like all of that can add a whole lot of overwhelm. And if you're here for it, and if you're here for the hustle, and that's you, and that's where you're at, go for it. But I do want to say that there are some things that you can do to control some of that overwhelm that's coming up. Okay. Oh, we're talking about laser machines, and I love it in the chat. Okay. And then there's a special offer. There is a link to your VIP. And if you get lost in the summit, bump down to the bottom of the footer. I tried to, again, organize everything for you. You can see right there, you can go to the help desk right from the footer of the pages. So this is what your pages will look like every day. And you can find the daily active videos that are free from your dashboard or from the full agenda. So the dashboard kind of has everything going on, like we talked about here. So there's all the different things involved with the summit linked on this page. And the agenda is kind of just strictly all of this, the workshops and the live sessions and all of that, just all kind of together in one. So now, how do we feel about the live sessions? Oh, thanks for dropping that in the chat. So here is, again, this is on all of your dashboard pages and stuff, but you can email us if you guys have any questions. All right. Now, you guys feel like, okay, tomorrow at 10 a.m., you know where to go. Does anybody not know where to go tomorrow at 10 a.m.? I think we got that covered, but I just want to put it out there if there are any questions. The live sessions are at 11, 12:30, and 2 Central Time. So the 3 sessions, and then all of the lives you can get replayed over on my YouTube channel. They're fun to go live. If you come live, we do have giveaways and stuff like that. So now the other thing I want to talk about is if you go to your dashboard, we have a Zoom session, so you can come on a Zoom with me and other attendees. We're going to do an interactive workshop together. We're going to run through some things, if you're a newbie, that I want you to be aware of that are a very good idea to set up. And then I'm going to give you some tips if you have if you're kind of in that messy middle and you're feeling like you're stuck, or there's too many, like sometimes you end up in that fork in the road and there's just way too many tongs on the forks and you don't know where to go. So I'm going to give you guys some tips. We're going to go through some stuff on that. But you have to RSVP for that one because we're going to hold it over on Zoom so that we can have some actual conversations. So there's going to be two-way and not just Shelly talking to the lights in her screen in her office. So I'm excited about that. Linda says she just jumped in and she missed where to go to get to her dashboard. So there should be an email that you have received if you registered free or VIP, and there's a link to your dashboard, and it's probably in the header of the email. If not, all of the emails I send you guys for the summit has a link to all the pages that you need way, way, way at the bottom. So sometimes people have blockers on their email and blockers on their browsers because there's way too many bots that live out here with us in the interwebs. And if you scroll to the bottom of your email, you'll be able to find all of those. You can click them or you can copy and paste them. All right. How long are the lives available? So the lives are just going to be on my YouTube. So whatever that means, right? All right. I gotta quit watching the chat. So I just want to chat with you guys. So come watch me on the Zoom tomorrow, or come join me on the Zoom tomorrow. All right. The other thing I want to run through, so we've talked about the Zoom, we've talked about the daily, and we've talked about the VIP. So if you are like in here with a free ticket, if this is your first summit, you now know that you can have access to all of the sessions for 24 hours. So the difference between the free ticket and the VIP ticket is you get instant and lifetime access to all of the sessions. So like I had said at the beginning, if you feel the pressure, like if the pressure is too much to watch them on a time restraint, then the VIP ticket is the way to go. If the kids just don't cooperate, you can't watch and you can't concentrate, then there's another great reason for the VIP tickets. The other one is the bonus pack. So this year's bonus pack, this kind of runs through everything that we have going on. So this is a little bit more detailed. This is our VIP page. So we'll drop that in the chat. And the VIP ticket is $60 off right now through, like I said, the day after the summit. So Thursday, July 31st. Now with it, this is one thing that is not included with the free ticket is you get the bonus pack, and that's what you see right here. So there's cheat sheets, guides, master classes, workshops, more templates, more workshops, and exclusive discounts. So lots of fun freebies. Let me just scroll through them here while we're talking. So these are the individual ones, and they are given to you guys by our speakers. So make sure you throw them up some hearts. We appreciate them giving their talents and their expertise to you guys. But this is in its own little section in your VIP portal. So now that we're talking about the VIP ticket, if you have the VIP ticket, you can watch on the free pages, the one that I just showed you, the example with all the free attendees. Sometimes it's fun as a VIP to take in the excitement, and it's like its own little mini conference, right? So being able to go and watch where they watch kind of adds some of that community. See, look at this. We're still scrolling the VIP bonuses. How fun is that? And then the other thing I'll show you guys, this is what your VIP portal looks like if you have the ticket. So there is a quick little watch. There's a bonus session is listed in here, and then your individual pages look very similar, and the same with the links over there. But the difference is if you scroll down past each day, there's day 3, you've got this whole VIP bonus section, and you can go through and download those. Now, the bonus section is only good until October 30th of 2025. So you've got about 3 months to go in and grab these, but these replays will stay in here for quite a while. So that is your VIP tour. So there is a special link. We can drop that in the comments too. So if you somehow missed that email, you can email us. We can make sure that you can get logged in. But if you, let me move that over. So if you, sometimes when people register, they check out, their email has like a typo in it, and that seems to be the one that we have to reset or help you guys get logged in. But sometimes it also goes to your spam. So if you check all of those out and still need some help, we are happy to help you if you email us, and the link will be with this video too. All right. Let me pull up my notes. I'm just kind of breezing past all of my ideas. Oh, well, thank you, Silver. I appreciate that. She says she loves that we made it so easy to find the VIP portal. I tried. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kat. I would say I grew it myself, but the grayer it gets, the less curlier it gets. Isn't that weird? Does somebody have a way? If you guys are watching this and you have a way to get your curls back as you age, I would love to hear it. The Crafty She Shed. Oh, I know I've seen you in here a few times too. Your first name escapes me, but I would love to know what it is that you love about the VIP. All right. we have a very different focus. We give our products away as a PR, and it's been very beneficial. Well, that can be, I'm guessing that we were talking about promoting and finding customers. I think that is a great way. Sometimes marketing can cost a lot of money sometimes, and the bigger you are, the more money it can cost you. And I think that this as a way of PR, and I also think now we refer to that as affiliates, and we have an affiliate session during the summit. So you guys are going to love that too. I think that's great. So Family Baker, I think you will appreciate that affiliate one too. Let me see. Where did my stars? Oops, there was one more starred one and I accidentally clicked on it. Okay, it looks like work gets in the way. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Lori, there we go. I love that you guys are talking about the laser. I know there are quite a few laser creatives in here. All right. Lisa says, I like the VIP option because the day job just interferes. I think that would be a common comment. All right, so now let's talk briefly about the live sessions. You will find them linked in your workbook. You will find them linked on your dashboard, and you will find a link to them on the agenda pages and the watch pages. So let me give you guys a little tip. If you're diving in and you're watching all this, sometimes we kind of get head down and we forget to come. And this live part the live sessions are part of the fun, right? Being able to connect with people in real time and seeing others doing what you're doing in the chat, maybe winning a really fun prize, that kind of thing. So I love that I love this live part about the workshops. About the summit. And the workshops are fun and they're informative, but then sometimes if you're just head down learning solid for 3 days, like your eyes start to go crossed and you forget what your name is, right? So I think it adds a great, almost in-person kind of feel to an online summit. Now, what can you do to make sure that you are watching them? If you go to the YouTube channel, we have a playlist over on the YouTube channel that has all of the summit lives in there. So now if you go to each one and click notify me, then YouTube will tell you when they are live. So the other thing you could do is figure out what time zone you're in, figure out what time they are, and then just put a reminder on your phone. And if you just go to my YouTube channel, you don't have to have the right link. They're just going to be over there. You'll see, I think they're red and they're live. And then that will make it so that you can watch. So there, we just dropped that in the comments. So do not try to type that in. That's where I said you will go cross-eyed. Okay. Ruth said, how long are the sessions and the lives? So the recorded workshops, some of them are 18 minutes and some of them are an hour and 18 minutes. So when the speaker said, how long is it? I did not want to put a time restraint on there and make somebody who had a really good 16-minute workshop for you turn it into 35 minutes. Or if they had a really good detailed hour, 56-minute, whatever it was, workshop, I didn't want them to have to restrain it down. So they are all completely different. And I will talk about how you figure out which one to watch in just a minute. So if I forget to bring that up here, remind me at the end and I will give you my tips for that. KB says, I'm here because I like making stuff but hate selling stuff. I'm hoping that we can change that. Vicki says, I need to sell what I have already before I can add a laser. I fully support both ways. The playlist was super helpful and created events on her calendar. I love that. Super. We love it when the tech does does stuff that's helpful. Oh, Kim says she loves the dashboard. Thank you for saying that, Kim, because that was I was trying to make it so it was organized and streamlined, but then still not be overwhelming. And sometimes I just get so excited about everything that I want to just keep showing you guys more and more and more. Okay, so back to the live sessions. So now that you know how to go kind of RSVP for them, you can go watch them on the playlist. You can go to the live tab over on my YouTube, and then you will find them. And the replays again are over there. When you show up, make sure you bring a notebook with you, water, maybe some headphones if you need it. And that way you can concentrate on what we're talking about and really plug in to get the most out of it. And we encourage you to ask questions to the speakers and the sponsors, and then watch for the giveaways coming. The other thing I want to talk to you guys before we get into the giveaways and the swag bag pages, hold on, I just thought of a note, so I got to make it on here, is I want to talk to you guys about the mastermind that we have coming up. So after this summit, if you have found that you are ready to just really dive in and you need some accountability, you need somebody to walk you through every week how to put together systems that are going to help you grow. We all have those goals where I want to reach this many sales a day. I want to grow my Etsy shop to this. I want to make this my side gig to my full-time gig or whatever it might be. So starting August 15th, we're going to be doing a 90 Days to Success Mastermind. So for it's a little bit longer than 3 months, 4 months. We're going to dive in every week together on a Zoom. It's going to be very small. We only have room for 10 people. Well, we only have room for 9 because we just had somebody sign up. And I would love to invite you guys to join us. So we've dropped the link here. You can go in and apply, and it's really easy to apply. This is not for if you are just deciding what to sell, if you're at the very beginner stage. So if you are making some sort of income by selling what you're creating, digital or graphic t-shirts or wreaths or stationery, those kind of things, it is for that group of people. Yes, Carolyn says accountability is big. It really is. And having somebody who understands what you're doing and where you've been and how to get to that next level, just to have somebody to say, I need to do email. Like, how do I set up an email? Which program should I use? What should I start selling? What should I start sending them when I do have email? So those are some of the things that we're going to cover. So you're going to make, like a year's or more worth of progress in just this short time together. So when you go through, you can read everything about what happens with the mastermind on that page that we just dropped. And then let me put that back up there. And then I will review the applications, and the applications are based on not necessarily income, where you're at in your business. I want to put together a group of like-minded women who have a creative business and they're ready for that next level. Like, get me out of the messy middle, get me through the messy middle in a way that doesn't make me lose my mind, that kind of thing. And then once I see those applications, I will go through, you'll get an email, and if we think you are right for it, if I think you're right for it with this group that we have put together, then you'll get an invitation for that. And if not, I will let you know if like some of the things that we can work through and then some of the other resources we have. So it's not like, I don't know, as I'm saying this out loud, I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I applied for the mastermind and I didn't get accepted. No, it's not that kind of thing. Like, we're not gatekeeping or putting that kind of circle on it, but it's going to be a very small group, and there is only 9 spaces left. So I love this. She's looking forward. She's soaking up some knowledge. You are in the right place for sure. Okay, so that is the mastermind, and that you can find the link on a lot of the different places too. And we'll put that in the description with this. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the swag bags. And I saw somebody just ask what the swag bag was. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm very visual. So I love a good graphic to show us. So this is your swag bag page. And really what this is free offers or discounts from the summit speakers and then the summit sponsors. So this is the sponsors special offers that they have for you guys. And then below that, you will find the speakers special offers. So you can see in the title right up here, like what it is. So Christy here is teaching us all about some Procreate, and she has a floral background freebie that you can grab. So you can see down below, you can grab that. She also has, this is her work with me, kind of her next level. She has a course on Procreate, and she does amazing work. She's really, really a great teacher with Procreate. In fact, we just saw each other together in March at an event, and we sat down on the couch and she showed me a few things. It was a lot of fun. But you can also get to her website and her socials right here. So the swag bag is exclusive freebies that they have put together for you guys, and then also a way for you to connect with all of our speakers. So that is kind of the idea behind. It's kind of like a meet the speaker page, but it's next level, because there is tons of fun freebies and stuff on there for you. Let me see. I have a couple of questions. Kim says she's getting so excited to grow her business. I love it. You are obviously in the right place. The dashboard is over on the website. So your link will be in your email for that. And then if you're in ThriveCart, so if you're in your VIP portal, you will see a link over to the dashboard as well. But after the summit is over, pretty much everything except for the live replays will be in your VIP portal over there. Will you repeat the mastermind in 2026 for those who have gained momentum from this summit? All right, I'm holding you accountable, Silver Knew Nothing. You're coming next year. I'm going to do it in 2026 just for you. No, actually, at this point, I believe I will continue to do it. So I feel like I don't want to jinx it and say yes. And depending on how it goes, maybe I will even do another one at the end of the year. But no, it's July. It feels, I don't know, it just for a moment there felt like January. So let's just forget I said that. Okay. But if you are interested in it, and if you're thinking this might be something you want to do in the future, I think it would be very beneficial to fill out the application just so that you can connect with me, that we can connect, we can see where you're at and see what kind of things that you could do to get to that level when we do open it up. Did I see another one? No, I don't think so. All right, so that is our swag bag. So you guys will have a link to that in your dashboard as well. And then let's see, what else do we have on our list? Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the giveaways. Let me find that. I feel like we should have a contest to see who has the most tabs open. Although I think when Rebecca and I were talking earlier, she probably would have won that one. Okay. This is not the correct timer. No, maybe it is. 3 days. I feel like it's a little bit short. Okay, I'm going to go look at that. Hold on, let me make a note. The timer on the giveaway page went rogue. That's what my note should be. Okay. So this ends at July 31st at noon Central Time. And that's when all the giveaways end. So I'm going to go back and make sure that that timer is correct. Look at this. There's almost 11,000. As my daughter, when she was learning math, said like 11, 000. Yes, 11, 000 in prizes. So this is kind of fun. We put together a checklist here so that you can see all of the prizes. And then if you download this, can you guys still see that? I think you can still see that. If you download that, look at that. You can go in and actually check them off. I love a good fillable PDF. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. Go back to our giveaway page so you can download that. And then below are all the giveaways. So you can win a VIP ticket. If you've already won one, you can still register. And then if you win, you can gift it to a business owner that you know, or we will refund your purchase price. And then this is amazing. So look at the Smarter Cues. They're giving away theirs for their Smarter Cue free for life. So that's really exciting. And there's some other bonuses in there too. And then Caesar is one of our sponsors as well. And they're giving away a Juliet. Now, if you haven't used their software or their machines and you are cutting for business, you will love them. So They are going to be on day 3, and they're going to be diving through a whole bunch of tools and resources for you guys. So if you have a business where you are making custom shirts, tumblers, personalized products, those kind of things, you're going to want to tune in and see what they have. And then the rest of the giveaways on this page, we have the 2026 planners already out. We have the digital one and then the shipped one. And then Christy we were just talking about her Procreate course. She's giving away one of those. And Kelly, I saw her on her earlier. She has this print and cut jumpstart bundle, which is great. We have 3 Kelly speakers, but you know what? They have such great content. I was like, we'll just have a Kelly summit. She's got a great photography session, and she's giving away a branding shoot. So if you have a product and you're like, I would love to up level the way it looks on my branding out in the interwebs, that one is definitely for you. And then there's a couple others on there from Corey and Angie with the crafting camps, and then Jen Swift. She actually also has some Procreate things, which are amazing as well. Both of them are really good Procreate teachers. So I'm going to go fix that timer after we get off of this live, but I don't think that's right, but I can't do math when my lights are on because it makes me go cross-eyed. Okay. Judy says she's excited for this one. I am too, Judy. I'm glad that you're here. I appreciate you coming in here. Procreate is fun, learned so much. So Karen is saying that she learned from Jen Swift, which we have just mentioned her a minute ago too. I got to go to a conference and meet her also in March. So that was fun. March was a lot of traveling, but that was good. Jen and Christy are both good Procreate. Yes, they are. Procreate is a lot of fun. And what I love about Procreate is you buy it once. Some of those other tools, you have to continuously buy it. So I think it's a great one. And they're going to show you some really fun business things that you can do with it. Okay, when was the last day to purchase the VIP? And that is the 31st. So the last set of free pre-recorded workshops gets released at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, July 31st. And then you have 24 hours to watch those. And then you have until the end of the day on the 31st, which is Thursday, if you decide you want to upgrade, or you can upgrade now. Tabs online or in my brain, both, right? I know I keep saying I'm done, I'm tired, my brain can't handle anymore. Okay. I'm not going to say your first name because I don't want to butcher it, but are the giveaways, are they location? So there are some things that are shipping restrained. So like I had the digital planner and then the spiral one that's shipped. So the spiral one that we're shipping is only in the US, and then the digital one is open to everybody. So if somebody were to sign up for the spiral one and they were out of the country, then if you did win, you would get the digital one, but we would love to give away 2 of those. So there is quite a few of them on there that are both or one or the other. So you just want to make sure you read each one. So the giveaways are managed and awarded by the person who was hosting it. So most of them are speakers, and then the 3 that were sponsors, or 2 that were sponsored giveaways. So they have set the rules and they will award them according to how they run giveaways. So we have just put together the page so that you can find them all easier, but they each have their own rule depending on who they are. I love that you provided a checklist because I never seem to remember which giveaway. And also there are a couple of giveaways that give you extra prizes. So you want to make sure that you read the rules, or not prizes, a couple of extra entries. So on one of mine or both of mine, it's been so long since I set them up, I'm sorry. There is one where if you go back and you read some of the business blogs over on We Can Make That, if you do that daily, it would count for extra entries in there. Okay. Let me see, just going through a couple questions. So Kimberly says, thank you. You're amazing how you set this up. Well, thank you. Nothing you haven't thought of. I love that. Thank you so much. as you said that, I was thinking about all the things that I wanted to do that I didn't do, but I appreciate you coming here and noticing all of the hours that we put into this. So all the sponsor giveaway links work. 12 does not work. Or will they set it up later? We will look at, do you remember which giveaway it was? We will double check and make sure that the link worked. So I will, not working. Let me just make a note. And then later I'll look at my notes and I'll be like, what does that say? Does anybody else keep notes like that? Okay, let me find my actual notes. So we've talked about giveaways. We've talked about swag bag. So the swag bag will be open through probably the weekend of the summit. I don't know how some of the offers and the freebies that the speakers are shutting them off on August 1st. So you might want to grab them this week, not through the weekend. I need to figure out what day it is. Sunday. Okay, so through July 31st. So you might want to grab them sooner than later, but some of them will still be on that page after that. Okay, so now I had mentioned earlier, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you're drinking from a fire hose, I want to help you kind of refrain all of that. Now, there is a lot of information in a summit. Just like when you go to a conference in person and you're going from session to session and you're thinking of all these things that you could do and all these things that would be so much fun, right? And then you leave and you're completely inspired, but a little bit overwhelmed. And it happens and it's okay, but you are where you're supposed to be. And if you walk away, if you watch one session and you get one thing that helps you move forward, you have just made progress. So don't feel like you have to watch every single session and you have to take in everybody's freebie and you have to like do every single live. We would love it if you'd come to the lives, but I want you to figure out where you're at and what feels great. If you start watching a session and you're like, oh girl, this is going over my head, I have no idea where we're at, I feel like I'm drowning right now, then just leave that session. That session is not for where you're at. And that doesn't mean you're ahead or you're behind. It just means it's not what you need today. And that's fine. It's like if you drove by a tire place and they were advertising tires on sale, but you don't need tires, it's fine. You're just going to leave it, right? Same thing. So the other thing I want to mention is if you are watching that session and you feel like sometimes I've done all this, I've watched all that. Sometimes I take those sessions, this is my personal advice, is I take those sessions and I put them on fast play, and then I'll go pack up planners to mail, or I'll clean up my desk. So I'm listening to it, but I'm not fully engaged with it. And a lot of times I still take away some tips. I take away some things to help me fine tune that level of whatever it was I was listening to. And then I move on to the next one. So if I join online summits, those are kind of the two ways that I look at this session, whether, okay, I'm not there yet. I don't need this right now. I know it's there and that's in the back of my head. So when I do progress and get to that point, I'll know it's out there and know that I can come find it somewhere. And then the other one is if I kind of feel like I'm past that stage, I can just, multitask, because we don't want to sit at our desk and watch, I don't know, let's say that roughly it takes you about an hour to go through each session, although that's kind of way longer than you would probably need. But I mean, that right there could be an 8-hour day just sitting at your desk. We want you up and we want you moving. So JK said that helped. Okay, perfect. I love it. And I love the chat that you guys got going on. Yes, my Canva tabs are a whole nother thing, right? Apparently I was talking and drinking at the same time and made my ear pop. All right. The sticker glow up workshop. Okay, I will look at that. Thank you for letting us know. I appreciate it. All right. So the other thing with overwhelm, and I did not pull this up. Let me see if I can pull it up on my computer, is I want to talk to you guys quick about, oops, wrong window. I'm going to share so you guys can come on this crazy journey with me. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, go to the dashboard, scroll down. This video kind of gives you an overview of everything that is happening, and it's only 5 minutes. So right here, if you click on this, download your summit workbook, this is in a couple of different places. If you open this up, I did a little video and put it inside of the Facebook group, so you might have seen this part, but this is a fun little message from me, so come read that. And then jump over to page 2 or page 3 in the document, counting the cover, and go through these 5 ways. If you treat this like a real conference, whether you have a free or a VIP ticket, you are going to make huge strides in where you're at to where you want to go with your creative business. And these 5 really easy tips are sometimes just kind of a mindset shift, and I think they'll be very helpful. This is kind of a little homework, and I saw somebody had posted it yesterday, so I appreciate somebody going through. I spent some time on this PDF document for you guys, so I love that you guys are reading it. Now, if you are looking at all these sessions and going, it's not humanly possible for me to sit at my desk for 8 hours and watch, okay, maybe it's like 6 hours of constant workshop videos plus the lives. I want you to go to this page in the workbook and read through the sessions and decide which ones you think your business needs today. And then you can, let me see if I can download that. Can you guys, I don't think you guys can. Oh, you can see that. I love it. I love it when the tech does what I want it to do. Okay, so let's say, you know what? I need to up-level my Instagram. I need to make sure I watch that. Now, I already have an email list, and my email list is doing great, but maybe I'll pick up some tips. So I'm going to put that in my watch later. And this one is a really fun one from Corey and Angie with Crafting Camps. And they are talking about doing a podcasting. And you're like, I'm making wreaths, so I probably won't ever need to host my own podcast. But if I have time, I will come back and watch that. So this is how I designed this document for you guys to make it easier. Somebody just said that Sassy by Nature said that the checklist is amazing. You just became my best friend. Sassy Michelle says, I feel that a lot. Yes. And then there's also the live workshops with the same thing, and then the Zoom. So I think everybody in here would benefit from coming to the Zoom. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But that one, remember, you do need to go register for. And then if you keep scrolling through here, this page 8, is actually some homework, I guess is what you would say. So this is kind of becoming your business journal kind of a thing. And this is going to help you narrow down where you're at, where you need to go. And then there's a couple pages of notes. So you can print this off. I don't know about you guys, but I love to write. But this is also a fillable PDF. So you can type in it. Not that Shelly's very good at typing. Okay. So that is, we're not going to say that. So that is your PDF workbook for the event. And I wanted a way to kind of organize everything and and make sure that there was a way that you could kind of follow along and organize where you're at, because sometimes we think, and this comes down to my thought process, because let me tell you guys a joke. What did the birdie say when he flew over Shelly's house? Anybody know the answer to this one? This really applies to my dad as well, so it's probably where I get it. But what did the birdie say when he flew over Shelly's house? Cheep, 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 cheep. So when I come into a free summit, I think I need to get all of my freeness worth of all of it. But you know, what does that do to a lot of people? It adds overwhelm, which now that free summit just cost you a little bit of sanity. So I think that by using the workbook and the checklist and controlling your overwhelm with everything is the best way to get the best value, whether you have the VIP or the free. I think I just tried to say free IP. Did you guys catch that? All right. Carolyn says, I love it. Vanessa says she printed hers off. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do too love that the PDF is fillable. Sometimes it's good to have that digital part, but then sometimes when you write things, like it is proven in human anatomy or human science, whatever, there's probably a word for that I don't know, but it's proven that it helps your brain get things out and get them organized. And I think that's probably why journaling is so popular. And it's kind of always popular, right? Okay. Free IP is great. All right. Okay, let me jump into the comments. On the giveaway, there's one listed for Adrian, but I did not see it on the page to enter. Okay, I'm going to check on that. That might be one that I put on the checklist by mistake, but I will double check also. Giveaway. Okay. I need a class on Inkscape or a day to YouTube it. I do know somebody that is coming out with a course and a boot camp for that. So stay on my email list and I will share that with you when she's ready. I don't know if she's ready to publicly announce it yet. Okay. Yes. I kind of think now that I am seeing that, I do remember her giveaway. She ended up getting sick and I don't think she was able to put it together. Oh, I appreciate that, Christina. But we will double check that and then I will update the PDF if it's true. Sweet. I'm glad that you guys found that helpful. Barbara says she loves all the discussions in the group. I do too. This has been the most fun Facebook group for a summit that I've had in a while. There's been a lot of really fun connections and stories and people sharing about where they're at and what they're doing and how they got there. So if you are not in the Facebook group, I suggest you jump over there. And we do have a fun extra giveaway that we're doing just in the Facebook group. So Trina says that she printed it off and she's ready to roll. It's just a really good way to keep you organized. Like how many times do we go to a conference and they have a I don't know, a guide or something for you, a program? So that was kind of my concept with it. And probably because I've done in-person conference marketing materials for 28 years. So I've been making them forever. Okay, Joyce says, if we have the free ticket, do we have access to the workbook now or tomorrow? I can't find any links for that. Okay, Joyce, if you register for free, you do have access to that and it is on your dashboard. So if you find the email that came from us that said, this is your free ticket, and then I sent 2 more emails after that with one of them was helping you get your sessions organized and talked about the workbook. And then the other one was a couple of other fun things that I can't remember what it was right now off the top of my head. But Joyce, if you don't have a email from hello@wecanmakethat.me in your inbox, if you reach out to us or join the Facebook group, and that will, the links are also all in there too. Teaching research says only using 2 modalities, visual, kinesthetic, for example, writing increased retention. Exactly. So I think being able to write it, being able to type it, being able to visually see it, I tried to make sure that we had it all going on. Yes, Abby Kirsten does teach Inkscape as well. Thank you, Emily. See, it's a community. It takes a village, right? I got the 4 Dummies book on Inkscape. I didn't know they had one. I feel like they have a 4 Dummies book for everything, right? Cindy said that she just signed up today and she can't wait to dive in. It is a lot of fun. And if you're here with a VIP ticket, by going through day 1 in your portal is the same exact content that's on the free page. It's just that you get to keep access afterwards. I already showed that one. Your summits are always so well put. Oh, thank you, Becky. and I so enjoy attending. Oh, well, I so enjoy you and appreciate you for coming and attending. So much to learn. I can't wait. And Meg says that she upgraded to the VIP. Yes, we have about, I want to say this morning there was like 4,600 people that were attending, and then there was hundreds and hundreds that have upgraded to the VIP. It's nice to be able to go back, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes when you're doing this entrepreneur adventure, we don't know what it looks like. We don't know what. I just saw Ruth's comment. Hold on. We don't know what the road in front of us looks like. We don't know what we don't know. So we want to do a membership. We want to do a course. We want to start creating digital content. We don't know what that looks like. So you don't know what sessions that maybe you need that you didn't know you needed, right? And that's where the VIP can come in handy. This is what made me laugh a second ago. Ruth said, I don't have a cat. Can I still play? So somebody had posted a little bit about themselves and posted a picture of their pet. And then we did a group post of who is your, furry coworker. And I feel like there's a lot of cats on there. There are a lot of dogs on there as well. I haven't seen any birds, lizards, or snakes yet. I'm okay with that. But yes, you can still play, Ruth. And Lori says, you do all this so well. I love your groups and that I participate. Oh, thank you. That was fun. I appreciate that. I appreciate the comments. Rebecca and I worked really hard to put this together. So thank you for starring those comments, Rebecca, and making me read them out loud. All right. So if you're in the group, or some of the comments on here you will see might be for me, they might be from Rebecca, but if you guys want to throw Rebecca up some hearts on the videos, we appreciate her help in the back end, getting us all organized. All right. So this replay, it will repopulate and you can watch it on here as well. All right, let me jump back to my notes. I think we're about rounding up. We talked about the early bird ends July 31st. It's now 67 with the early bird. And then after today, or after July 31st, the regular price is $127. But with the replays, the workshops, the ongoing access, and the bonus pack, the VIP ticket is worth more than $2,500. So it's definitely for 67 a great deal. I also, before we log off, want to mention, I just want to thank our two sponsors that we have on here, and that is Smarter Q, and they have a live session with us on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, Caesar is coming, and they have a live session with Patrick, and he is a ball of fun. You guys will love his energy. You will love his resources, and he's got some really fun things. So if you're a maker and you're creating things, whether it be stickers, paper products, graphic t-shirts, those kind of things, signs, they've got some great resources for you guys that they're going to share with us. So you don't want to miss that one either. My next thing on the list is the Zoom registration. Do not forget to go to your dashboard and click that, and then they will send you Zoom will send you a link to join, but we will also drop it in our Facebook group too. All right, let's see. Let's have a little quiz. Let's see who paid attention. What time do the free sessions start? Monday, January. Seriously, Shelly, July 28th. I'm curious. Now there's going to be a little bit of a delay. So okay. What time do the free sessions start? Infinity, she says, I have a dog, 2 cats, an old lady, and a new kitten, and 2 turtles. Okay, we don't have a turtle mascot over there yet. So if you're in the Facebook group, you should post a picture of your turtles. Okay, let me come back to the chat. 10 a.m. Central Time. Awesome. Let's see. Ruth, Michelle, Lisa, Dory. I felt like when I was letting people in the group, everybody's name was Michelle, and now I don't see those, but that was funny. Let's see. Patricia, everybody was right. It is 10 a.m. Central Time. Okay, and then those last for 24 hours. So you can take in what you can take in on Monday, tomorrow. And then if you need to, you can take in a couple more before 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning. So if you're like, oh, now that I took the night to marinate on that, I need to go back and rewatch that email one that bailed from just one more project did. So I think that kind of gives you a way to break it up, repeat anything if you need to repeat it, and then gives you a way to take in as much as you can. Okay. Look at that. That's the end of my notes. Sweet. All right. So if you have not done it yet, make sure you join the Facebook group. It's a way to connect throughout the summit. Let's be honest. We've tried our very best to make sure everything is connected and everything works like it should work, but sometimes the tech gremlins come out and eat through the cords, right? So if there's anything that goes wrong, if for some reason things aren't working, if you jump on the Facebook group, if we're like, oh, this page is down, we're going to get it right back up, so stay with us, and then we will also share like, okay, if this didn't work, this is where else you need to go. Or if you clicked on something and the link didn't work, and chances are we'll put those kind of things in there. All right, now let's do a drum roll and let's pick a winner. I'm going to pick a winner from Facebook and we're going to pick a winner from YouTube, and we will give you guys. Rebecca, what did you say we were giving away? I know we had talked about it and I went back and forth this morning when we were on our Zoom together. Wow. It's been a long couple weeks. So we're giving away a VIP pass. Thank you, Rebecca, for keeping my life together. So let's see. Do we have a drum roll? We do have a drum roll. I love that. Michelle says her dog is the boss of the cat. Well, the dog is the boss and the cat is HR. That's funny. My cat thinks he's a dog, so he's kind of playing both of them. All right, let me see. We picked over on Facebook. We have Michelle M. And I'm going to drop it in the comments. So you have won a VIP pass. And then, let me see. And on YouTube, we are, congratulations, Michelle. We are going with Linda B. So if you email us at hello@wecanmakethat.me, we will send you a link for your free VIP ticket. And you have everything that the regular VIPs have when they purchased it. And if you already have one, you can let us know that you would like a refund on your purchase price for the VIP ticket, or you can let us know if you want to gift it to somebody, and then we would just need their email address. So I'm excited to see what you guys learn, what kind of roadblocks that you break through, what kind of progress that you make. I love giving stuff away. So we're going to be giving away planners. We're going to be giving away VIP tickets and a couple of other fun things. And you know what we didn't talk about yet was the planners. How have I not talked about these? So this is our 2025 planner. And I know it's August. Well, it's almost August, right? By the time you got it shipped or downloaded and printed it, it would probably be August. But the idea behind it is a lot of times people say, I'm not a planner person. I don't use a planner. This is not just a planner. So I was telling you guys earlier, I have 28 years of marketing, graphic design, helping people with events, helping people, find customers online. And when I started We Can Make That in 2016, I used those same concepts in order to grow the blog. And I put the steps I use into a course. And then I was like, okay, I love to write. I have to be able to write this. And then I put it into a planner. Now, I keep all of mine every year. So when it comes to Black Friday, I don't have to figure out what I'm going to do. I can look at what I did last year and look at how I made it work and what kind of progress I had, where I could lean into, what I needed to totally get rid of because it wasn't paying off. And then I could just keep tweaking it instead of reinventing the wheel. This 2025, we added tabs. And these I still have, I think as I'm doing this live video, I think we have like 30-ish left. And we're going to be giving away a couple this week as well. And they come with not just can you get the printed or digital version, but they also come with a course. So if you look at the pages in there, we have, I'm not very good at holding these up. Do you remember our elementary schools who would hold up the books and they would read the stories? I don't know what made me think of that now, but there are about 19 different pages in here that have worksheets so that you can figure out what your business needs and when it needs it and how it needs it. And in the course, not only do I walk you through marketing things that will help you, but I walk you through how to apply those marketing concepts to your creative business. And then you can keep track and gauge it all with your planner. So we have, like I said, about 30 of these. And I think this is why I'm so excited about what month it is, or I can't figure it out, is because we have just printed the 2026. Look at how fun these are. This is like my new favorite color. We have reinforced tabs this year. So you can see they're kind of that mylar. So they are not going to tear or crinkle or crease. And then the tabs are white, and then we printed on blue this year. But we have we have a couple of extra fun things this year coming with it. And then depending on where you're at, we also have one that's undated now. So you can start with this one wherever you're at. Or if you don't like writing in dates, you can start with this one, finish off the year, and then jump into your 2026 come January. But these are all available and they're all shipping. I'm so excited. We do, in August, I will be updating the 2026 course. But for now, you would get access to the planner. There's a little intro in there and then some fun things. But that is also in the group. It's linked on the dashboard. So you can find it if you go to wecanmakethat.me/planner. There's a link, like I said, to grab the clearance 2025 ones. There's a lot of progress that could be made. If you're thinking it's August, why would I buy a planner? Okay, really what you're buying is a marketing course. And as you start to go through it, depending on when people buy it, I've even had people buy them in October, but I do believe we'll be out here in the next couple days. But if you go through and you do some things from now until the end of the year, you could be making huge, huge strides. So if you use the prompts, so let me show you one of the planner pages. So this is the monthly view, and I teach you how to use this as a marketing guru, not just how to use it as a planner, because we all know how to put a dentist appointment on our planners, right? But I teach you how to take the concepts from the CEO page and add them to your monthly view, and then add them to your weekly and your timed view. And then on this page, there's also a marketing checklist so that you can stay on track. Now, when I sent this to my friend when I first developed it, and her name's Michelle, and she was in the DIY wedding industry. She has since pivoted to a different business, but she started to use it for her Facebook page. And in, I think it was 3 months. It was 3 months. She went from, I think it was 25,000 engagement on her page to 500,000. So if you're thinking, why would I buy a planner on July 27th? It's the concept behind it is what's going to move your business. And when I started to use it, what year was it? I think it was 2022. And it was a few years ago. I was like, I need more traffic on my blog. Like, if I don't get more eyes on my product, I can't sell more of what I'm selling. So I need more eyes coming to my blog to buy my digital downloads for my crafting stuff. So I pulled up the planner and I'm like, I'm putting it on my desk and I'm looking at it every day, right? So I'm staying on track. And I went and I was like, I could get another 3,000 views or something like that a month. Like I'd be doing great, right? And I ended up using the planner, and I didn't use all of it. Even myself developing the planner, I did not use all the prompts, all the guided items in there to help me stay true to my social media and show up in my emails and that kind of thing. I didn't stay true to it. I was maybe pretty consistent with about 70% of it. And I 6 timed my traffic to the website in just 6 months. So, what could you do between now and December that would make a huge stride for your business? And that would be to show up with your marketing. And the nice thing is, you don't, when you show up and use the planner and go through the training workshop that's with it, if you are not a marketing guru, if you haven't been doing it for 28 years, you don't have to, because I tell you what you need to know to be that marketing guru for your business. And there's nobody better to market your business at this beginning stage than right now. Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so excited when the new one comes. And then I'm like, this is my new favorite cover. They will never be cuter than this. And then the next year I say the same thing. Heather says she is so excited for tomorrow. I am too. I cannot wait to dive in and hear what you guys think about some of these sessions. Lori says the planner is awesome. Thank you for using it. And I love to hear that it supports your business. Roberta says green is her favorite color. I know. I think it's kind of fun. Silver knew nothing. She said she got hers this week and she's excited to learn how to use it. Yes, I think you will really enjoy the workshops. Elvira says I use a planner and it's always open on my desk. Mine is too. And sometimes it reminds me what I need to do, and sometimes it reminds me of what I should have done. Loretta says, thanks for all the organizational help. You're welcome. Okay, Rachel says, I think I might need to get the planner. I really need the structured guidance on all of this business stuff, and I feel like I don't know it yet. I think you will find it absolutely beneficial. Even if you don't use the planner part as a planner, some people are like, I have to have my phone, I have to have everything digital so I can share it and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's great. But if you use the planner for your business and make it more of your like your business BFF or your business journal, it will definitely help you stay organized and give you that structure that I think a lot of us are missing. And that is essentially why I designed it too. Okay, I clicked on the link for the 2026 planner, but only see the 2025. You know what? I have not updated because they're still in boxes. And I have taken over my daughter's room with them. Like, we literally just got them, so I haven't had time to photograph them and update all of the graphics. But if you go to that We Can Make That planner and then click the buy button, if you go to the 2025 page, there is the link on there, but let me throw in the chat. Unless Rebecca has it handy, do we have the link to the ThriveCart checkout for the 2026? So on the 2025, you can get a bundle of both, or you can just get the, let me see, I'll grab it with the coupon, because also, I didn't mention this, but the 2025 is, I think it's 60% off. It's pretty cheap compared to the other one, but it's a pretty good discount. But the 2026 is 20% off until August 1st as the pre-launch. So I just dropped that in the, there we go. So you can grab the link there for the 2026, or the We Can Make That.me/planner has the 2025. So I will work on that today or tomorrow morning and get that updated, so both the links are there. Okay. Did I miss anything? Do we have any other questions? I think that was it. I think that was all the questions. So thank you for letting me know. I will make sure that that planner page gets updated too. You're welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I love being able to pour in and share some of that marketing knowledge so that you guys can make some faster strides. Trina says, I'm so lost. I need an accountability partner. If you were watching from the beginning, we had talked about the mastermind that we're doing. We're starting August 15th, and we're doing accountability in there. So you'll be on live Zoom with me and 10 other creative business owners, but you are welcome to post in the Facebook group and see if anybody wants to connect. We also have a monthly group called the Creative Business Club. And you can find that at wecanmakethat.me/group. And if you buy the planner, it asks if you want to join there as well. But there is a lot of fun, creative ladies making some strides in there. I think there's around 60 of us in there, and we meet on a Zoom and do a marketing workshop once a month. And then we also meet once a month and do a co-working session. So the first time I was like, we should start doing these. I'm like, I'm not going to get nothing done. I don't need a co-working session, blah, blah, blah. I can't tell you how much I get done on those co-working sessions. And then it's fun just to be able to connect with other creative business owners. And we do that once a month. I already looked at that one. Okay. And we do that once a month in the group with the co-working, once a month with the workshop. And then it's $19 a month to join the Creative Business Club. But that is at we can make that .me/group. I was going to see if we posted that. We I did not think to put this in our chat. And that one is called the Creative Business Club. Okay, I got it posted. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm excited. Oh, we both shared it at the same time. I wasn't sure. I saw Rebecca typing, and I thought maybe she was answering somebody else. I can't wait to see you guys in here live the rest of the week. And I look forward to chatting with you. So come join the Facebook group. We can chat some more in there. I can't believe it's been an hour and 20 minutes. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.